My promise to you is that by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to create a pre-launch strategy that will get your people excited to buy from you. My name is Laura, and as a conversion copywriter, I helped dozens of clients in their launch, and I've launched many times myself, and there is a formula to building energy and enthusiasm before your launch. Let's dive right in. The first thing you need to do when you're in your pre-launch phase is be very consistent in your content strategy. Don't worry, I'm going to help you with that here. But I have a little controversial opinion on this. I don't think you have to have a fully blown out editorial calendar or content calendar where you've got every single post on every single day exactly mapped out for months or quarters in advance. Unless you're super type A or trying to coordinate a team of content creators, I think that's going to do more to stress you out or keep you in procrastinating rather than taking action on your launch. Instead, I teach my clients a content flow so that they know exactly what to post and when to post, but without the insane amount of planning and restriction. I call it my posting for profit sales cycle, and it starts at least 3 weeks prior to your launch. That's why we're calling this a pre-launch. At every stage of the posting for profit sales cycle, or P for P, we have clearly defined goals and tactics that we're using to get our people really excited for what we're about to launch. At the first stage, our clear goal is that we want to attract a lot of attention, energy, and excitement to our brand and our content. We can do this by creating content that is polarizing, shocking, newsworthy, or trendy. Basically, anything that's going to catch the eye and stop the scroll. Now, if you're more than 3 weeks out from your launch, I recommend you do this for about a week every single month leading up to your launch. Then I move on to the next stage where my clear goal is to get my audience to give me micro yeses. During this time, I want my best clients to be raising their hand by commenting and letting me know that they are a really good fit for what I do. To do this, I'm probably going to use a lot of call to actions that sound something like, does this resonate with you? Let me know in the comments. Or does this sound like you? Type XYZ in the comments. Or my favorite, I'm thinking about creating something on XYZ. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested. You're literally getting your prospective clients to tell you, I'm interested in the comments. Now, if you've ever taken a sales training, you probably already know how powerful it is to get those little micro agreements along the way, and you can use that to prime your audience in your copy. So I'd create this kind of content at least 2 weeks out from your launch. Which leads me to my next stage, where the goal of my content is to shine a light on what makes my way of solving the problem better. This is our opportunity to show what sets us apart and throw stones at our enemies, the other ways that don't work as well as our way. It's also a great time to start pre-answering objections and sharing your testimonials. But this is key. At this point, I want you making calls to action to either invite them to your launch event if you're having one, or to grow your email list. Because in the 4th stage, we're moving on to action content where our clear goal is to get them to take action. We're speaking about our program by name and sharing a lot of the benefits that come from joining our program. We're continuing to pre-answer objections and share a lot of client testimonials and case studies. Most importantly, we're delivering very clear and direct calls to action. And boom, you now have a 4-step content strategy for your pre-launch with really clearly defined goals that you can rinse and repeat without being tied down to a cumbersome editorial calendar. But now that you have clearly defined goals for every step leading up to your launch, I want to give you the topics that are going to be most impactful for you and your content. That's why after creating a consistent content strategy, the second step in your pre-launch plan needs to be to define the limiting beliefs and objections you want to answer during your pre-launch. And here's how you're going to do it. Okay, I want you to take out a piece of paper, and on one side of it, I want you to write everything your best clients think, feel, and believe before your launch content or pre-launch content. Then on the other side of the paper, I want you to write everything you need or want them to believe by the end of your launch or pre-launch content. This should show the journey that your content needs to take them on. So for example, my best clients often start out thinking that they suck at writing, that content is really time consuming, and that maybe they should just outsource their copywriting. By the end of my launch content, I need them to believe that writing is a learnable skill, that it's actually really simple once you learn to assemble rather than write, and that they are the best person to write their own copy. You cannot outsource your authenticity. By getting really clear on the beliefs that need to change through my content, I know exactly what topics I should be posting on. So once you do this exercise, you should know the exact topics to fill in your content strategy. Okay, the third step in your pre-launch plan is to energize your email list. If you don't have one, now's the perfect time to start focusing on building one. You can collect emails for your launch event. If you have one, but they're not engaged, I literally wrote a book on it. Comment below and let me know that you would like to learn about that. I'll create videos. Because your email list is going to be such a tremendous asset during your launch, I want you to focus on building it up and energizing it during your pre-launch phase. And as you get closer to your launch date, I want you increasing the frequency at which you're sending emails so that it compares to what you'll be doing during your launch. So if right now you're only sending a couple emails a month or an email a week, but during your launch, you're going to be sending daily emails, you probably want to increase that to step it up to what you'll be doing during your launch. It's also a really good time to start making your subject lines more curiosity driven so that people really want to open your emails. Number 4 in your pre-launch plan is to cultivate brand champions. You do this by serving your clients extremely well. During my launches, my clients often start posting and sharing about their experiences with me without me even asking. They're sharing positive reviews and testimonials in the comments of my posts. This is because I make serving my clients a priority all the time during my pre-launch phases, so they show up for me in a big way during my launches and act as brand champions who help me market on my behalf. Now, if you don't have clients yet, I do have a video coming out about how to go get a client, so I want you to subscribe so that you're sure to know when that video comes out. Plus, I make a lot of other content like this, so if you're getting value so far, I recommend you subscribe anyway. Okay, number 5 in your pre-launch plan is to activate cash flow energy and decide where your money will go. It's an often overlooked factor, but the times in my business where I've made the most money with the most ease are the times where I'm most connected to my bigger purpose and my bigger calling, where I feel like it's not even about me, but I'm a vessel for the work that I'm doing in the world. When I'm connected to that, I show up fearlessly. I show up confidently. That confidence and certainty and passion is what gives my audience and best clients trust to buy. So for every piece of content you put out during your pre-launch and launch phase, I want you tuned in to that passion, confidence, and certainty that's really pretty infectious to your best clients. It truly isn't just what you say, but how you say it, and we can feel when you're on fire. Now, I know you're going to be creating a ton of content in your pre-launch and launch phase, so I wanted to make it easier for you. Check the description for my 292 hook templates. These are great ways to start your post to grab that attention and build excitement for your brand. Also, be sure to check out my video on magic testimonial questions so that as you're sharing testimonials, you get really great ones.